Maybe your pain started in your neck, then it moved to your shoulder. Or maybe your back pain disappeared, only for your hip to start hurting instead. Maybe you have different symptoms that appear in different parts of your body for no obvious reason. If this sounds familiar, then this video could completely change the way you understand your symptoms. Welcome back to episode 2 of my Unexplained Chronic Pain Series. Today we're talking about the symptoms of neuroplastic pain and the symptoms of fibromyalgia, and why recognizing these signs can be the first step towards your healing. Now, before we go any further, I want to say something that I wish someone had told me years ago. Your pain is real. Neuroplastic pain doesn't mean your pain is imagined. It doesn't mean you're making it up. It doesn't mean it's all in your head. Your pain and symptoms is 100% real. Now, neuroplastic pain is a type of pain that is generated by an overprotective nervous system rather than any ongoing damage or injury within the body. It's incredibly common in conditions such as fibromyalgia, and other chronic pain conditions are neuroplastic as well. I remember how confusing this was for me, because I remember thinking it's my body hurting, and I don't understand how the issue is not actually my body, but the issue is my brain and my nervous system. And I spent years treating the wrong thing. I would try treating my IBS separately, my migraine separately. I didn't realise my pelvic pain was also part of this neuroplasticity going on. Now, the biggest breakthrough that I had when it came to my recovery was when I stopped asking myself, what's wrong with my body? Instead, I asked myself, what is my nervous system trying to tell me? Because neuroplastic pain is giving you clues. And when you know what to look for, you can tell whether your symptoms are neuroplastic as well. So there are 3 clues that tell you whether the symptoms and your pain that you're experiencing is neuroplastic. Clue number 1 is that your symptoms move around. It might be that your lower back was hurting for a few weeks and then it improves, but suddenly your shoulder starts hurting instead. Or you're experiencing neck and shoulder stiffness, but then your jaw starts hurting for a bit as well. Or maybe you have one symptom, maybe your ankles or your wrists were hurting, but then that symptom completely disappears and another symptom takes its place instead. Now, structural injuries related to your body, that pain does not usually jump around in the way that neuroplastic symptoms do. So when your symptoms move from one location to another without a clear physical explanation, it can be a sign that your nervous system is involved. Clue number 2, your symptoms change depending on your circumstances. So ask yourself, does your pain get worse during periods of stress? Does it flare up in certain environments? And does it feel worse when you're monitoring it, or when you're worried about it, or you're focusing on it? Because many people notice that when they're distracted, having fun, spending time with their family and friends, or away on holiday, their symptoms become less intense. But when their stress returns, the symptoms become more intense. Now, this is because the brain and nervous system play a huge role in creating and amplifying physical pain signals. It doesn't mean your pain isn't real, it just means that the nervous system has become sensitized and is stuck in protection mode. It's trying to keep you safe. The 3rd clue is mirroring. For example, pain in both your ankles, both your wrists, maybe both your knees, or maybe the pain occurs in both sides of your body at the same time. People with fibromyalgia and neuroplastic pain will realize that their symptoms, their sensations, their pain doesn't follow any logical structural sense. Sometimes the symptoms switch from the left-hand side to the right-hand side of the body. Sometimes they disappear for days or weeks before returning again. And I know it feels confusing and frustrating, but it gives you really valuable information as to what's actually happening. So ask yourself, does my pain move around? Does it change depending on stress, emotions, my environment, or where my intention is focused? Do my symptoms mirror from one side of the body to the other? Because if the answer is yes, then there's more hope for you than you've been led on to believe. Because neuroplastic pain and neuroplastic symptoms can be reversed. There are new approaches out there such as pain reprocessing therapy, somatic tracking, reprocessing kind of memories, nervous system regulation, emotional reprocessing. These all teach the brain and the nervous system that it is safe. It helps you kind of rewire your brain to produce the correct signals and to turn off your pain and your fatigue. You know, recognizing the symptoms of neuroplastic pain is often the first step. And if you want to learn more about somatic tracking, pain reprocessing, and other techniques that I use to recover from fibromyalgia, and the techniques that I'm using to help other people recover from fibromyalgia, please check out the other videos on my YouTube channel. And if anything that I've said in this video today has helped you feel seen, understood, or even just given you a new perspective on understanding what's going on in your body, please subscribe to my channel because it helps support the work that I do and it gives other people hope. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you for the next episode.